You're legendary for the parties that you throw.
I'm a legend, baby, for a whole bunch of things.
Yes.
You need locks on the doors?
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it.
Justin, right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy. Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. I had legal guardianship of Usher when, you know, he did his first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. And we gonna go buck full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
Starting to act different, huh?
No.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Vow. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on Vow. We talk about former protege mentor Justin Bieber and Usher. Yes, they were musical buddies. Usher was Justin Bieber's protege that led him to become a superstar he was, as well as Usher did. But we'll get to it in a minute. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend. Call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Here on Viral, we talk about Justin Bieber and Usher having an explosive confrontation at Beyonce's and Jay-Z's Grammy party, and it blew up. And many people are speculating what's going on between Justin Bieber and Usher. Let's get the latest on our very own Bob Evans. Bob, take it away.
When you think of mentor and protege in the music industry, you think of Usher and Justin Bieber. But now, that relationship may be facing its biggest test yet. Reports are surfacing that the two were involved in a heated confrontation at a high-profile Oscars after-party, an exchange that insiders say quickly escalated, catching many off guard. For years, Usher has been credited as a key figure in launching Bieber's career, guiding him from a teenage sensation into a global superstar. So what went wrong? Some point to growing distance, others believe unresolved tension has been building behind the scenes for years. And while neither star has publicly addressed the situation, the silence is only fueling speculation. Is this just a moment or the end of an era? For Viral, I'm Bob Evans.
Bob, thank you for the informative insight. Bob Evans, one of the best, giving us that insight about Justin Bieber and Usher, who once were friends and musical buddies. Now they had different crossroads. That's just crazy that you think Usher and Justin Bieber were on the same page. But some people are speculating, could Diddy be some part of that, like Bob had mentioned? Who we have to wait and see on that. All right, let's see what you people had to say. You people had a lot to say. Let's hear what you people had to say on what people say.
So Diddy spent 48 hours with Justin Bieber, but he was only 15 and he was a 40-year-old man. It all started when Justin began to blow up as an artist. So Diddy wanted to involve himself in the hype so he can gain some more attention on himself. But you see, Diddy didn't want to just hang out for an hour or two. He wanted to spend 48 hours together. So you might ask yourself, like, what could a 40-year-old man do with a 15-year-old? Well, Diddy made sure not to tell us what they were gonna do, but he described it as going buck wild crazy. So it was obvious Diddy was trying to build a close relationship with Justin, but something bad between the two must have happened because Justin started to distance himself from Diddy for the next 2 years. But when the Diddler finally met back up with him, he confronted him. And Justin responded like, "Oh, sorry about that. Here, take my new number." But they even hopped in an interview together where Justin talked about some of the things he was doing with Diddy. But Diddy was like, "Justin, you should know better not to tell the world what you do with Big Brother Diddy." But the thing was, Justin already went to Diddy parties before he was 21. And we all know what goes down at these Diddy parties. Trust me, I've been there. And these parties caused him to get scarred. As they asked Justin what he went through with fame, and he started crying about how hard it was with the people he dealt with. But he didn't mention Diddy's name, but it's a strong possibility he has something to do with it. But comment down below what you think and follow for more music content.
Great, so you might be seeing this photo circulating online of the alleged Justin Bieber and Usher altercation at Beyonce's Oscar after party. Rest assured, it is not real. And let's be real, I mean, Beyonce with Julius nowhere to be found? fake. Rumors are swirling that Justin and Usher had a pretty intense altercation at the party. Allegedly, Justin approached Usher. We're not sure what they talked about, but I am wondering if it's what we're all thinking about.
Usher and Justin Bieber got into a heated argument and a possible fist fight. That's according to TMZ. They say it all went down at an Oscars after party hosted by Beyonce and Jay-Z. TMZ goes on to say, we have heard people talking about the incident between Usher and Justin, with some saying it ended up as a fist fight between the two. Sources connected to Justin tell TMZ Usher came up to Justin at the party with energy and anger, and the two got into a heated exchange. The sources, however, do say that there was no physical contact, but it was intense. They tried calling Usher's team to get a consistent story, but nobody's responding. They do go on to say that we're told Justin's been trying to erase everyone in his past, and one source connected to Justin Bieber told us he has always been rude to Usher. Still, it's unclear what the argument was about, though we're told it didn't drag on. Obviously, hearing that these two got into a heated exchange, I don't think it would have gotten physical, but the fact that there is a rumor about Usher and Bieber that has to do with Diddy allegedly, it really doesn't help the situation and what people might think the conversation was about. Of course, that is complete speculation, but I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't hear anything else about this incident.
And girl, what the fuck was Usher and Justin Bieber even arguing about? It's just, you know what it feels like? You remember, because I barely remember because I was a kid. But do you remember how like in 2005 to like 2007, it was always something, whether it was Lindsay, Paris, y'all might not know these people. I'm just saying their full names, assuming that the youth knew. Whether it was like Lindsay Lohan and Samantha Ronson in their lesbianism, drug-fueled relationship, or Nicole Richie or Paris Hilton in their anorexic, drug-fueled, haze. Lil' Kim was always in some mess. That's when she was going to jail and getting out of jail. Usher was cheating on Chili and shit. Jermaine Dupri had cheated on Janet Jackson. It felt like it was always something like, I don't want to say pop culture's back because like this shit is like upsetting, but in the way pop culture is back in the way of like, my God, back to back to back to back. Every 48 hours we're getting fed with something new. This is literally what 2005 was like. Yeah, this is what it was like. Like the publications couldn't keep up. They literally couldn't keep up fast enough with what was happening. That's why like my mom, when I was 8, got me a subscription to Star Magazine. But what really got you fed was watching E.T. and Inside Edition every single night. Oh, and Britney Spears. How could I forget Britney Jean? Britney was always, oh, Lord Jesus, Britney, they wouldn't leave my girl alone. Oh, it was always something with Britney, my God. And Peaches Gal Goff. Was that how you say her last name? God rest her soul. Peaches. Oh, remember when she dropped that damn baby? Oh, girl, how could I forget Anna Nicole Smith? My God, when her son died and then she died 2 days later, then she had the baby, or she had the baby, and then the son died and then she died 2 days later. It's like the back to back to back to backness. I ain't experienced nothing like this in a minute.
Usher versus Justin Bieber. Keep or cut?
Oh!
What do you mean, oh, like it's hard?
Well, what do you mean?
Yo, Justin Bieber's clean, Usher!
Are you serious? Justin Bieber gets a lot of his inspiration from Usher, so if there were no Usher, there would be no Justin Bieber. It was that easy for you? I actually thought you were going to say Usher.
I respect Usher, but nah, if you really want to put catalog versus
the
catalog...
The influence comes from him.
Watch this. Justin Bieber. Watch this. Justin Bieber still! Watch this. Drip, swag, leather pants, it's too much. It's too much. Everything Justin Bieber embodies, his talent, his lyrics, his brand. I understand where you're coming from. You're trying to say like without this person.
I understand where you're coming from, but it's not what I think.
Oh, we're getting like that. Oh, we're getting, oh, you're gonna imitate me right now? You put both of them matched up. Justin Bieber is a keep. Usher is a cut.
I think it'd be like 49 Usher, 51 Justin Bieber. But I disagree with how easy that was for you.
Usher and Justin Bieber got into it at an Oscars after party hosted by Beyonce and Jay-Z, and TMZ has learned things got heated. Sources connected to Justin tell TMZ Usher approached him at the party with what they described as energy and anger, and the two got into a heated exchange. The sources say although there was no physical contact, it was intense. TMZ's reached out to Usher's camp to see if they have a consistent story, but we have not heard back. We're told Justin's been trying to erase everyone in his past, and one source connected to JB told us he's always been rude to Usher. Still, it's unclear what the argument was about, though we're told it didn't drag on. With Beyonce and Jay-Z hosting, the guest list was insane. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Michael B. Jordan, Tiana Taylor, Kris Jenner, Kylie Jenner, and that's just to name a few. And of course, Justin's wife, Hailey Bieber, was in attendance. As of right now, it is unclear if the cops were called. As a die-hard believer, I'm really sad about this. Usher and Justin have been longtime friends. Let us know what you guys think about this.
This one is blowing my mind. Justin Bieber and Usher reportedly got into a fight at an Oscars after party. Multiple people told TMZ that this fight turned into a physical fist fight. Then a source that's close to Justin Bieber told TMZ that nothing physical broke out, but Usher walked up to Justin Bieber at this Oscar after party and was very heated and angry. And then things just escalated where they were both yelling at each other. I wish I could have just been a fly on the wall, because sources are also telling TMZ that Justin Bieber just wants to erase everybody from his past. This part really isn't surprising, because in 2025, when Justin Bieber was dealing with all of those things and unfollowing Scooter Braun and all of this, he also unfollowed Usher. We all know Usher and Scooter Braun are the ones that signed a very young Justin Bieber. I'm not gonna lie, I can't help but think back when all of this was happening in early 2025, when a lot of us thought that Justin Bieber was very much struggling mentally, and we saw him removing himself from everybody in his past. The only thing that was ever really reported is that Justin Bieber might have had some money that came up missing over a period of time, and he finally realized it. The reason why I found those reports so interesting is the fact that at the same time he was deleting Usher, Scooter Braun, and everybody from his life when he was younger, he also fired his business manager, Lou Taylor of TriStar. Yeah, the Lou Taylor that was managing Britney Spears when she was put into her conservatorship. And yes, TriStar, her business, who was also named in the Diddy trial as allegedly paying some of the male workers. Honestly, this is some tea that I want to figure out what was the reason for this heated argument that almost allegedly turned into a fist fight. But y'all, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Let's talk about the real reason why Justin Bieber and Usher got into a physical fight at Beyonce's Oscars after party. Allegedly, Justin was just minding his business when Usher came up to him with energy and aggression. They got into a heated argument very quickly, and then some people said that they saw fists being thrown. I'm not surprised that these two don't like each other, but I am surprised they got into this public argument. I mean, Justin's been trying to disconnect from Usher for years now. He's unfollowed him on social media, and it seems like he kind of blames him for some of his trauma that he's experienced. Like, please do not forget who pawned off this young Justin Bieber to this evil man who's currently spending some time behind bars for the crimes he's committed. In my opinion, he's not spending enough time behind bars. But yes, Usher was the one who connected him with Diddy, who went and sent him off to go and stay at Diddy's home for this little camp. Who knows what the hell happened there when Justin was in his teen years, when he had the blonde hair and he was acting more chaotic. He was spending time with Diddy and partying with him, and it seems like Usher set him up. I don't know where Usher's anger is coming from. Maybe this is the first time he's been able to see Justin in years, and he felt like at Beyonce's party was the time to go and confront this. But I feel like everyone should be on their best behavior at Beyonce's party. What do you guys think in the comments below?
You people didn't hold back one bit. You people let it be known about Justin Bieber and Usher, about that explosive confrontation, and seeing that both men haven't resolved it or what. We don't know what's going to happen, but we hopefully it'll be for the betterment. They can come back to a mutual agreement. Well, thank you all for watching this edition of Viral. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you next time for another edition of Viral.